My name is Nancy Stubblefield, and I'm the director of the Diagnostic Instruction Center here at Metro. I have been here since the very first year that Metro began. We provide services for children from kindergarten all the way through the 12th grade. Our heart here is to serve a family. And as many families, all of your children are different, so they have varying needs. And I want to serve that family who has a student that really struggles with learning and needs to have a direct instruction class to provide for their specific academic needs. And I also want to serve that other child in that family that just needs some study time, that just needs a little bit of extra help. We want to provide what a family needs, and that's what this space needs to be.
So I'm Heather Brower. Hi.
I'm Josh Brower.
We have an 8th grader named Kylan, and we have an 11th grader, Michael Brower. And Michael is autistic, and he did really well throughout elementary school. When he switched to middle school, it was pretty hard on him. And we were in public school in Edmond, and he was kind of just going to school and surviving through to the end of the day. And we started looking around at something that could still challenge him academically, but also help support him, help him make friends, help him feel safe at school. The very first day, Michael was terrified to even start, but he went. And when I picked him up, I said, "How did it go?" And he said, and I quote, "Great, Mom, they included me." And that has been what we have loved about Metro from the beginning, is that they didn't flinch when they saw the amount of support that Michael needs to get through a day. They said things like, "This is why we're here," and felt a sense of calling and felt, of course he can join our community, and we're not afraid. We know how to support kids who need extra support. And what's happening here is like absolutely life-changing. The difference between being able to go to school versus not.
So I found out I had ADD freshman year, and I didn't know what to do. So I was struggling in class a lot with like tests and paying attention and everything, and my parents suggested that I get a test and get in the DIC, and I take all my tests, quizzes down here. I have a 5th hour study hall that I just get help with my work and everything, and they've turned me from like a B/C student to like A's and really high B student. So it's been very, very helpful.
Whenever I was in middle school, I really struggled with with school and stuff because I was doing poorly in a lot of my classes. And then I got diagnosed with dyslexia. I came down here, and the DIC really helped me. It gave me a calm place to take all my tests, and sometimes people to talk to about it because they understand it better than I did at the time.
This particular space started out as a large open space, and I don't even know what it was to begin with. At some point in time, they made it the accounting offices for the school, and they added some short-term or temporary walls in here. And at first the walls didn't even go all the way to the ceiling, but they went back later and added the walls to the ceiling. But again, they were temporary walls, so there's no insulation. The walls are like paper. They were kind of put up in, whatever supplies we had at that particular time. This space has not been touched in many years. It was probably 15 years ago that we painted, and actually my mom and I did it one summer. And then we did have a faculty member who provided us with carpet squares, which is what you see in here today. And my husband and I and several other faculty members and their husbands met up here for a weekend, and we stripped the linoleum and put the carpet squares down. But now we are finding the space doesn't serve us as well. When we have kids to take tests, it can be somewhat noisy. We need more space, or at least a reconfiguration of the space so that we have better testing places, and then also places for tutoring or whatever a family needs. We're going to do a conference area where we can meet with our psychologists and with families and our students just to provide for their needs. That space upstairs is just beautiful, and we would like to provide something like that. So it's not, you're not coming to that space, the DIC, you're coming to a beautiful place where you know your needs are going to get met.